What's up guys, new mic, who dis? Son of a Bith here. I am going to walk you through how to solo Tempoross. So ideally you'd want full anglers or full graceful. If you don't have those, no big deal. You're also going to want either a dragon harpoon or a regular harpoon, depending on your fishing level. But level 35 fishing is the only hard requirement to start Tempoross. Now, this guide is not going to be a sweaty person's guide to maxing Tempoross. I'm sure you could tell that by the title. However, if you follow this guide, you will be able to get 65 to 7,500 points each game, which adds up to 8 to 9 reward permits. And depending on your gear and equipment, these are the experience rates you can expect. So literally outside of the harpoon and the fishing level, you're going to need nothing to start Tempoross. Once you've set sail, be sure to grab 2 to 3 buckets, a rope, and a hammer. The boat also has harpoons in case you forgot yours. Now the first round, if you're soloing, is going to be pretty much the same as if you were on a mass world. Just find a fishing spot, start harpooning, use your dragon harpoon special attack if you've got it, and fish a full inventory. A couple quick general tips before we go any further. If you have the prayer preserve, that's going to help you keep the fishing bonus from the dragon harpoon. And if you're feeling especially frisky, an admiral's pie for a +5 bonus. The next thing to look for are green fishing spots. Those have a chance to give you double fish. Here's what it looks like on Steam or the mobile client. Once you see the screen start to go blue, you're going to want to tether to the mast on the boat or the totem pole on the island. If the waves end up hitting you, it's not the end of the world, but you are going to be stunned for a short moment as well as lose some items out of your inventory. Failure. Once the waves are gone, you can go right back to fishing. Once your inventory is full, you're going to want to head over to the stove and start cooking all of your fish. At around this time, some clouds will gather, and just be careful not to stand under the shadows or you will get hit by lightning. As you can see, the lightning does leave behind some pesky fires, and here's what makes this guide lazy. Instead of dealing with the fires and putting them out with water like a responsible adult, we're going to kick back, relax, and let Tempoross do the work. So now that we've got a full inventory of fish, we're going to head back to the boat, and oh no, our path is blocked with fire. No worries, we're just going to tether ourselves up, let the waves take care of it, and nary a drop was spilled from our bucket. The whole reason you want buckets is just in case of an emergency, but if you can avoid using them, just take the lazy way out. So now that our fish is cooked, our path has been cleared, we are going to fill up the ammunition crate. While you're filling up the crates, be careful of the whirlpool attack. That is going to stun the cannon temporarily and set you back by a few seconds. We are going to continue to load fish even after Tempoross's energy is at 0. This will come back to help us a little bit later. Like I said, the first round is very much like a regular Tempoross run. So after filling up the ammunition crate, we're going to come down here and do as much damage as we can. You'll be able to attack him until his energy reaches 100% again, and you are going to want to attack him until his energy reaches 100. And if you'll notice, after it reaches 100% again, it shoots back down, and those are the excess fish being fired at him from the ammunition crate. Now the second round is going to be more of the same. We are going to fish, be sure to tether, cook when our inventory is full, and fill the ammunition crate again. Now the second round is great because we really get to rest on our laurels here. We're going to ditch all responsibility to these kind desert folk. We're not going to raise our harpoon once to Tempoross. In fact, we're going to treat Tempoross like they're our ex and they're doing way better than us. So yeah, we're just going to kick back, relax, do some casual harpoon fishing on this desert island, and we're going to cook off the entire inventory just like we did in round 1. Now the reason we don't attack in round 2 is because we don't want to end the game prematurely. If we were to attack Tempoross while he was down that past round, we could have easily taken him out and lost out on a whole nother round of points. See, Tempoross is separated into only 3 rounds, and after those 3, the minigame ends. So after ignoring Tempoross, we enter into the third round where we are going to wash, rinse, and repeat the fishing, cooking, and filling cycle. Be sure to take a little extra caution in the third round. Sometimes the timing of things in the second round makes the storms go wonky, I think it's a technical term, which leaves us to fish in this hellscape by ourselves like nothing is wrong. And this is why you want to keep 2 buckets on you at all times. They're not going to come in handy for a lot of this method, But in situations like these, it really saves your bacon. Now, one of the most important things is to just keep an eye out on these 3 bars. The energy level is how much energy Tempoross has to attack. The essence is his overall health. And the storm intensity is going to determine when we attack Tempoross. If it ever reaches 100%, the game will end. So my cutoff is like 60–70%. Obviously, I cut it short here a little bit, but you run into some issues when you do that. So I would suggest just to give yourself the biggest cushion that you can. It's really annoying when you're soloing this because you have to basically start all the rounds over. So you don't want to risk that storm intensity hitting 100 and all your progress get lost. So because this method is very laid back, you don't have to sweat over timing that perfectly. Now that Tempoross is felled for the 3rd time, it's time to finish him. Alright, now for the fun part of Tempoross, the reward permits. So we are going to want to net this reward pool, which is just to the south of the dock. If you do not have a small net, you can take net from the spirit angler, although he's going to give you a little bit of guff. Apparently he's really protective about his nets. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what to expect from around 100 reward points, and oh my gosh, what is that? Just found a like and subscribe button here in this reward pool. What an amazing drop. But seriously, I am going to open the rest of these reward permits and I will show you what the loot looks like at the end. And we're back. So we actually got a pretty decent haul. It looks like 284k altogether. That does not include the spirit flakes or the tackle box, which were both really nice surprises. Now, if we were to look at this from a money-making perspective, it's not going to be the best in the world. It took me just over an hour to complete 100 reward permits, so it's not really going to rake in the money. However, it's really nice for the raw fish because that's going to help you with your cooking. If you're into that kind of thing, getting things the Iron Man way. There's also a chance for some really convenient uniques, spirit flakes if you want to recolor. So there's a lot of benefits to doing Tempoross. And at the end of the day, it's still one of the best fishing methods that you can do to train. So that is going to do it for me. I do hope you found this guide helpful. I just wanted to shout out everybody who has subscribed so far. We did hit our goal of 50 subscribers, so that is massive. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully this guide has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy scaping, guys.